आरोग्यं भास्करादिच्छेत् श्रियमिच्छेत् हुताशनात् शंकरात् ज्ञानमन्विच्छेत् मोक्षमिच्छेत् जनार्दनात् ध्यायन् कृते यजन् यज्ञैः त्रेतायां द्वापरे अर्चयन् यदाप्नोति तदाप्नोति कलौ संकीर्त्य केशवम् वेंकटाद्रि समं स्थानं ब्रह्मांडे नास्ति किंचन वेंकटेश समो देवः न भूतो न भविष्यति विना वेंकटेशं ननाथो ननाथः सदा वेंकटेशं स्मरामि स्मरामि हरे वेंकटेश प्रसीद प्रसीद प्रियं वेंकटेश प्रयच्छ प्रयच्छ अखिल भुवन जन्म स्थेम भंगादिलीले विनद विविध भूत व्रातरक्षैक दीक्षे श्रुति शिरसि विदीप्ते ब्रह्मणि श्रीनिवासे भवतु मम परस्मिन् शेमुषी भक्ति रूपा अशेष चिदचित् वस्तुशेषिणे शेषशायिने निर्मलानंद कल्याण निधये विष्णवे नमः. I welcome you all to this upanyasam on the glories of Sri Vishnu Sahasranama. It would be befitting talk on this topic very much under the Pada Chaya of Venkatesha Perumal. Swami Ramanuja, who had authored 9 great works, in two of his important works, he invocates Lord Srinivasa in the first poem itself. In fact, he rendered Vedartha Sangraham, a treatise on the Upanishads, well before standing before Lord Venkateshwara. He addresses Venkatesha as the one standing on the serpent bed Adisesha, as Adisesha itself is Saptagiri, the 7 hills. Ashesha Chidachit Vastu Sheshine, one who is the master of all this universe. Shesha Shayine, one who reclines in the serpent bed and also stands on the 7 hills, the serpent hills of Bhagavan. Ashesha Chidachit Vastu Sheshine, Shesha Shayine, Nirmalananta Kalyana Nithaye. Nirmala, the blemishless. Ananta, the boundless. Kalyana, auspicious. Nidhi, a treasure. One who is a treasure of auspicious qualities, not only bringing auspiciousness to himself, but to every one of his devotees. Ashesha Chidachit Vastusheshine, Sheshashayine, Nirmalananta Kalyana Nidhaye, Vishnave Namaha. Let me offer my salutations to that Vishnu who today stands on the glorious hills of Saptagiri. This was the invocatory verse in Vedartha Sangraham. Again, Ramanuja in the first verse, the Mangala Shloka of Sri Bhashyam, again mentions the same name of Srinivasa. Akhila, Bhuvana, Janma, Stema Bhangadi Lile, Vinada Vividha Bhuta Vratarakshayika Dikshe. One who has resolved to himself, one who promises to protect all his devotees. He sustains, he absorbs and creates to protect people from this deadly samsara. He is Brahman. And the Brahman is specifically called as Brahmani Srinivase Bhavatu Mama Parasmin. Brahman can be called as Narayana, Vishnu, Vasudeva. Whereas Bhagavad Ramanuja was too specific with the name Srinivasa. Brahmani Srinivase. There must be a valid reason behind this. Normally, when we call as Brahman, we term as Narayana. But why Ramanuja specifically names Brahman as Srinivasa? The name Srinivasa, the moment you spell it, then you recall Mahalakshmi along with Narayana. Whereas when you say Narayana or Vishnu, you will have to think a lot to recall Lakshmi. So Ramanuja chose the right God who is always in spiritual union and company of Mahalakshmi because that is very important for us to reach him. But for Mahalakshmi, our, our papams, all our papams may not be forgiven at all. So if Bhagavan has to bear with our blemishes, if he has to forgive our blemishes, then the presence of Mahalakshmi is indispensable. She will have to be. So Ramanuja thought, if at all we talk about Brahman, let it be Grihastha Narayana and not Brahmachari Narayana. If we call us Narayana, he becomes a Brahmachari Narayana. If he is Srinivasa or as Shriman Narayana, he is a householder, a Grihastha Narayana. So this name Srinivasa is very important as that is the right meaning for Brahman. The best word for Bhagavan would be Brahman. But the Brahman is a common name. It's a very, you can finally specify Brahman as any special name. So Ramanuja specifies Brahman as Brahman is none other than Srinivasa. We are here very much under the lotus feet of Lord Srinivasa. Srinivasa is a name. Bhagavan is very much before us. Is he important or is name important? Not only Srinivasa, we know about Srinivasa, Venkatesha, Stotram, Venkatesha, Shatanamavali, Venkatesha, Sahasranamavali. Venkatesha has thousands and thousands of epithets. His glorious names. Is he more important or his names more important? Do we directly approach him or do we just sing his holy names? If you are able to approach him, you can, but not at all times. If suddenly at home you would like to have darshan of God, you may not be able to come to this temple to have his darshan. Instead, wherever you are, you have the right, you have the equipment, you can immediately chant Venkatesha, Srinivasa, Yedumalayappa, Malayappa Swamy as you want. The only equipment, the tool required is your tongue. You have it always. You need your mind. It's there always with you. There is no restriction of space, no restriction of time, no restriction of people present. Nothing stops you from chanting his name. Whereas there are restrictions when you directly come to him. So the Shastra says is, Namani Kritva Abhivadani Yadaste. Whenever you are unable to have darshan of Bhagavan directly, you are unable to go now, not personally approach him, then the way is, wherever you are, just chant his name. Rigveda specifies this. If you are lost your wealth, you have lost your eyes, you are a destitute, you have nobody to help you, you are helpless. Don't think that you are alone. Many, many millions of people sail the same boat as you are. Call all of them, get together, chant the holy name of Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Start climbing the 7 mountains. Rigveda specifies this. Araikane, Vikate, Giringacha Satanbe, Ebhishtva Shatayamasi. If you have lost everything, don't lose heart. You would have lost many, but still you have one refuge. Lord Venkatesha, his lotus feet is your only refuge. Seek refuge in him. Come to the golden hills. Ponmalai, golden hills. The hills that are made of the serpent bed Adisesha. So if a great place has been mentioned in the Rigveda, already Vedas are perpetual. They are eternal. They don't have a date of birth. Which would mean Tirumala has also no date of birth. It is there eternal. It exists forever. It was there in Krita Yuga, there in Treta Yuga. It continued in Dwapar Yuga. Finally, Bhagavan descends for Kali Yuga. Not the 7 hills. 7 hills are older than Lord Venkatesha. Is Venkata called after Venkatesha or Venkatesha called after Venkata. Venkata, the 7 hills, they existed for long. But when Venkatesha descended, he had a different name, Srinivasa. But he was now popularly known as Venkatesha. Venkata, the hill. Isha, the one who holds, the one who owns. So Bhagavan, Srinivasa, Venkatesha, if at all we are helpless, together we sing the name Govinda, Govinda, Govinda and start climbing. You may wonder, why not chant Venkatesha or Srinivasa? Why has it become so popular on Govinda? The name Govinda has many interpretations. Gam Vindati iti Govindaha. Go Palakaha iti Govindaha. Go Shabdam stands for cows, calves. One who protected the cows and calves, who got them as his wealth, is Govinda. Second, Go Shabdam also stands for Vak, the power of speech. One who can really deliver a great speech and Upadesha is Govinda. Third, Gam Bhuvam, Bhumi. Gam Vindati iti Govindaha. Here is one who hated Shivaikuntham, who got irritated of Shivaikuntham and descended to Mother Earth. Shivaikunta Viraktaya Swami Pushkarani Tate Ramaya Ramamanaya Venkateshaya Mangalam. Bhagavan, in fact, it became too old for him in Vaikuntham. Let me not continue here. All my devotees are in Venkata. They are in this material world. If I have to rescue them, I have to raise them above this mundane world, I will have to descend. You can throw a rope. You can uplift the downtrodden. But if at all the rope can reach them, if not, you will have to take a plunge. Only then we can rescue people who are just submerged. So Srinivasa descended to this world. He descends, Gam Vindati, Go Shabdam also stands for earth. One who descended onto this earth is Govinda. So Gopala, the protector of cows. Gam Vindati, the great speaker, one who gave us Upadesham. Lastly, one who descended to this earth. All these talk about the name Govinda. This is the reason why we chant Govinda. Moreover, for the benefit of those who cannot climb the hills, Govindaraja Swamy is in his reclining posture beneath the hills. At the foot of the hills of Saptagiri, don't we have darshan of Govindaraja Swamy? We can take it as though we are chanting his name. Govindaraja and Venkatesha are one and the same. They are not different. If I offer everything that I want to, if my offerings are completed at the foot of the hills in Govindaraja Sannidhi, it is assumed as though I have offered up above the hills. Both are taken as same. So Govinda is a great nama. Andal in her Tirupavai specifies, repeats it thrice. Kudare Vellumshir Govinda. Kureivonnamillada Govinda. Chittanjirigale Vandunne Chevit Unbhottamariyadiye Pottum Purulgalai Pettammai Tunnum Kulathil Piranda Govinda. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Any name chanted thrice is auspicious. Poliha, Poliha, Poliha. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. It's all thrice repeated. Andal also repeats Govinda Namam thrice. Now we all had darshan of Venkatesha, Sridevi, Bhudevi in the form of Andal. Let us begin the glories of Sahasranama, glories of names of Bhagavan with the Pashuram of Andal. Tirupavai is quite popular. We have memorized. At least you will know at least 2-3 Pashurams. Whenever there is a visitor, a relative to your home, we only request our children, Mama Vakku Tirupavai sollu. This is where we begin. Can you chant? Can you recite 1 or 2 Pashurams? And unfortunately, that would be the day when my son or daughter would not open their mouth. I would have taught them enough. They know all 30 Pashurams by heart. But somehow they won't. Once the guest leaves the home, and she will really come out with all the 31 if possible, not even 30. Appadina ennannal, they would have been shy. Do not worry. In every Pashuram, Andal mentions about Nama Sankirtanam. We are here to know about Nama and its relevance. When Andal very much had Krishna before her eyes, then she would have only she would have only sung about Krishna directly. Instead, in every Pashuram, Parkadalul Payyattu Endra Paraman Adi Padi. please underline the words that I mentioned to you. Paramanadi Padi. Padi would mean to sing. Paramanadi Padi. Sing the names of God. Ongi Ulahalanda Uttaman Per Padi. Sing the names of God. Uttaman, Trivikrama Perumal, sing his names. Now the question is, when I wish to sing about anyone, can I sing or praise him without his name? I cannot. I have to take the name. I have to address it only with a name. So even if this Pausharam goes, Ongi Ulahalanda Uttamanai Padi, it would have meant whatever Andal wanted to mean, the meaning would have been interpreted. Whereas Andal specifies and adds a word, Uttaman Per Padi, which we must learn from that. Andal's intention is not to sing Uttama, whereas to sing the name of Uttama. That is the reason she specifies, Ongi Ulahalanda Uttaman Per Padi. மாயனை மன்னுபட மதுர மைந்தனை தூய பெருநீர் யமுனத்துறவனை ஆயர் குலத்தினில் தோன்று மணிவிளக்கை தாயை குடல் விளக்கம் செய்த தாமோதரனை வாயினால் பாடி மனத்தினால் சிந்திக்க தூமலர் தூவித் தொழுது. Again in the fifth Pausharam she repeats, வாயினால் பாடி. Swami, can you sing with your eyes? Why is Andal specific that vaayinal paadi? Can we sing with, can you say that kannal paadi, kadal paadi? Of course it's not possible. One can sing only with the mouth. Then there is a reason behind Andal telling vaayinal paadi, as you may even not have the support, not the cooperation of your mind to sing the names of God. Mind has to think. Your speech would, your tongue would talk. You have a speech sense that talks manah purvaha vaguttaraha. Manah purvaha, think with your mind first, then deliver with your tongue. Manah purvaha vaguttaraha. But at times we would find that manas does not support. It is not cooperative. But my tongue just repeats something. When will that happen? If I am sick, I blabber. I am running high temperature. I am not in my control at all. Manas may not be prompting you, but you will keep talking something. If someone, they listen to you, they would think that probably it is too much of temperature. Edo valarrar. Janni vandapala valarrar. Chalramulyo. So manapurvo vaguttaraha may not be true. Here Andal also wishes that let me continuously chant the names of Govinda, even if my mind does not support me. Vaayinal paadi would mean let the mind support or not. Whether you know the meaning or not, just chant. So no support of manas, just the support of why. Can your mouth sing alone? Is it possible? I talk, then this loudspeaker transmits to you. If I stop, then this won't talk. Unless it is a record player, this won't talk. So if I stop thinking, my speech cannot be delivered. But still Andal says, even if you stop thinking, let the mouth talk. That much is the glory of the name. Whether you know the meaning or not, just chant his name. Vaayinal paadi, manathinal sindikka. And the order, you have to check the order. In this Pausharam, Andal should have ordered it as manathinal sindittu vaayinal paadi. That would have been the right order. First think, then talk. Whereas Andal says vaayinal paadi, manathinal sindikka. Can you just sing and then think? Swami, the order is totally wrong. That would mean, even if you do not think and just blabber this, appadi pannalum, you are blessed. Vaayinal paadi, manathinal sindikka, தூமலர் தூவித் தொழுது கீசி கீசன்னங்கும் ஆனைச்சாத்தன் கலந்து பேசின பேச்சரவம் கேட்டிலையோ பெய்ப்பெண்ணேன் காசும் பிறப்பும் கலகலப்ப கைபேர்த்து வாசனருங்குடல் ஆய்ச்சியர் மத்தினாலோசப்படுத்த தைரரவம் கேட்டிலையோ நாராயணன் மூர்த்தி கேசவனை பாடவம் நீ கேட்டே கிடத்தியோ. Again in the seventh Pausharam she repeats Narayanan, Murti, Keshavanai, Padavum. We have got together to sing his glorious names. Oh girl, why are you still sleeping? Come, wake up, join us. Here is a Sadhu Goshti, a Bhagavata Goshti. We are here to do bhajan. Why are you sleeping? Come join me. Narayanan, Murti, Keshavanai, Padavum ni kette kadatiyo. Again in the eighth Pausharam, Tevadi Tevanai Chennanam Sevittal, கீழ்வானம் வெள்ளன் எருமை சிறுவீடு மெய்வான் பரந்துகான் மிக்குள்ள பிள்ளகளும் போவான் கோகாரை காத்து உன்னை கூவான் வந்து நின்னோம் கோதுகலமுடைய பாவாய் எழுந்திராய் மல்லரை மாட்டிய தேவாதி தேவனை பாடிப்பரகொண்டு. பாடி பரகொண்டு தேவாதி தேவனை பாட மாமான் மகளே மணிக்கதவம் தாழ்திரவாய் கனைத்திளங்கற்றரும கண்ணுக்கிறங்கி நினைத்து மல வழியே நின்னுபால் சோர நனைத்தில்லம் சேராக்கும் நற்செல்வன் தங்காய் பனித்தழை வீலனின் ஜாசை கடவத்தி சினத்தினால் தென்னலங்கை கோமான செத்த மனத்துக்கினியானை பாடவும் நீ வாய் திறவாய். In every பாசுரம் Andal makes it a point to mention about singing his names. Swami, it looks like as though all the 30 pasaram is now focused on Namasankirtanam. Yes, this is a new dimension. We would have had so many things on Tirupavai, but the real intention of Tirupavai is to specifically talk about the glories of 1,000 names.